What we do here is go back.
I don't think that's part of the video topic today.
How to twerk. Deer in headlights. Yes.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to
The Girl Gang.
We are so excited to have you guys here with us today, as always. Today's topic is going to be, are you ready? Drum roll, please.
Hey.
Oh. All right, today's topic is going to be, he got stiff arm real quick. Today's topic is going to be signs that your man is cheating. Now, this video is, I feel like maybe not everyone is gonna agree. Obviously, we are both just either talking from experience or talking about our opinions.
Our own experience.
Expenses?
Our own experience and our own opinions from what we have gone through.
If you're feeling like we are saying something that maybe is happening in your household, or maybe...
Hold that thought.
Oh, jeez, wear a mask. I truly feel like if you feel like we are talking about you or your relationship, don't get offended.
Yeah.
Don't be defensive. Honestly, keep an open mind and listen to what we have to say, because maybe this is something that you need to hear. We don't know you personally, so don't think that it's like us personally saying something to you. But if you start to feel some type of way, maybe you might be in that situation now and not even realize it.
All I gotta say is if the shoe fits.
If the glove fits.
Oh.
Then you're a murderer. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into that. So, in no particular order, signs that I've seen that a man is cheating. Obviously, the phone situation, I think, is probably the number one thing. Me and my husband, I feel like I've never felt like I needed to go through his phone. But if I did, I feel like when you start making it a big deal, then obviously there's a reason for a woman to feel like she's got something to worry about. Now, like my husband, if my phone's answering, I'm like, oh babe, who is it? You know what I mean? I don't run over to my phone. I'm like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like I don't want him to see it. Now, that's clearly, I think, a huge thing to look out for. I remember being in a relationship where he would be on his phone on the side of the bed. So like, say for instance, we were laying in bed, he would be like this, texting. Okay?
Off the bed?
Yes. Oh. And he would be like, oh, well, it's because my charger. I'm like, well, no, you're... Hello? But that was like a huge red flag. You know what I mean? Like that specific reason, just being like, okay, well, why can't you text around me? Or why are you hiding your phone? Or like something like that. Yeah. So I think a phone is definitely one of the big reasons that you can tell if someone's like, it's a huge cheating, or if they're trying to keep something from you or anything like that.
Yeah, because if you have nothing to hide, then why are you being
acting like that?
Acting like you have something to hide, I feel like a phone's a huge one. I feel another sign is actually just going and talking to girls in front of you, which I've experienced that.
Holy shit.
Like, well, we were at a bar when I was with my ex, and literally, we're sitting down, and he's like, I'm gonna go get his drinks. Goes, get his drinks, whatever. Goes back to the bar, buys shots for like 3 other girls and the bartender, and they're over there at the bar, like, cheers up.
And you're just watching it?
You know, he did the most. So annoying, did the most.
You were just watching it?
Well, because I'm like, I already look like a fool. I look
now you're making
ridiculous.
Me look stupid on top of that.
But do I make myself look even worse by going over there, making it a scene, because he wasn't the person to dilute the situation. He wasn't gonna calm me down. He was gonna make it worse. So am I just gonna like go all crazy? Like, oh yeah, I just sat there, and he wouldn't hear it until we got home. But it was, that's a huge red flag. That's like the biggest red flag. And like if you're out and you're together and a beautiful woman walks by and they're like looking, this is the thing, men are gonna look.
Of course.
But
even I look.
Yes.
Ooh, damn.
But it's like if you overlook,
Yes.
There's a 3-second rule that I have.
I was gonna say,
there's like
after a certain point, then it's like disrespectful towards you and the person you're with. Another thing I was gonna say is, imagine what they're like when you're not around.
Exactly.
Like, you're not even there with them at the bar at this point, and they just go out with their friends. What do you think that they'd be doing at that point? I mean, that's even more something to like be scared about.
If you're gonna talk to a girl and buy her a shot in front of me,
what do you do when I'm not around?
That cookie nookie. Oh. This is what you're doing when I'm not around.
Playing hooky. Another red flag is, I mean, I don't know. Personally, I've never been through this, but I know somebody that has. And it was like a phone number in a piece of on a piece of paper, and my friend was doing the laundry and found it and called it, and a girl answered and she hung up as soon as she was like, okay, like, who is this, whatever.
Did she get a name at least?
No, the girl just hung up on her.
Oh,
and so she never really knew if it was like, you know, oh, is this somebody that gave a guy, my boyfriend, their phone number, or is it just written down for a business or something like that? Well, she ended up asking him, and of course he denied it, so she still to this day does not know. So I would say,
are they still together?
No, they're not together.
Okay.
This was years ago.
Okay, because I'm like, how do you go on like just being okay with never knowing? I would Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, see, I'm not like that though. I would literally just be like, oh, whatever. I've always had this mentality that like, if something's not gonna work out, or if there's dirt being done, like, it will always come to the top. Like, you know what I mean? Something buried will always come to life at one point. Like, I'll always be able to find out one way or another. So, I don't know. I just feel like I just never look into it, because then I'm like,
true. And I feel like if you're gonna look into it and you figure out,
then do something about it. Don't just
see. And I would figure it out, and then I would still stay. So if you're not gonna take action, then you're wasting your time and you're only hurting yourself even more.
I was just gonna say this too.
What's the point if you're not gonna take action?
I was just gonna say this too. So me and Conrad were in the car, and there was this thing going on the radio when we were driving to California, and they were asking women, do men drive women crazy when they cheat? Like, is it a thing? Once you find out that they cheated, does it drive you crazy? Or like, what do? Do you just walk away from the situation completely? This girl, I felt so bad, called in. She was like, okay, so this is what happened. He ended up being with his ex-girlfriend, like writing each other saying, I miss you. Then another time she opened his laptop because they were trying to like do something for him for his birthday. And the brother fucking opened the laptop in front of the girlfriend, and there was a whole instant message like on the computer popped up. It was already there, like he just closed the computer with it on it, and it was like, I miss you so much, I love you, blah, 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 and it was to the ex-girlfriend. And then on top of that, she had almost every like couple months had found him talking to another girl. So the radio DJ was like, okay, now we have one question to ask you. Are you still with them? And she just was like, yeah. 5 years of this shit.
But
so what is the deal? Like, why would you say?
But it does make you crazy. Because in the beginning, you're not like really questioning anything. And the minute, at least for me, I am the type to go crazy, because then I'm always thinking that something's going on, and you're just always investigating something.
Yes.
Always.
Yep.
You go out and you're like, well, he looked at her too long, or oh, what is he talking to that?
Like, you're finding things that aren't even there.
Yeah.
So I would say, like, that's another thing. If you are gonna be a spy and do all that, then do something about it. Don't just be okay with it and be like, oh, okay, well, I just needed to know for myself that you were cheating, but it's fine.
Someone gave me that advice one time because I was venting, and she was like, okay, so you have your results.
Yes. So what do you want to do?
What are you gonna do? And I was like, huh? What do you mean?
Wasn't prepared for this question.
What?
So I would say another thing, another red flag would be the way that they treat you is, you know, gonna make a huge difference in knowing if something is going on, because somebody could be so into you and talk to you so, you know, out of respect and like very respectfully and care for you and love you and treat you like a queen, and then all of a sudden it's like a reversal. Like, it's literally 360. All of a sudden they get triggered by anything you say, pisses them off. Then they, you know, want to start small arguments, and you're like, bro, this isn't even something we should be fighting about, but they will blow it up because they need a reason to leave, or they need a reason to,
or they're just
walk away.
They're just defensive about everything.
Okay, well, that was gonna be the other thing.
is when you're like, they're defensive over everything.
reason.
You have one small question like, oh, what store did you go to? Or like a small and they
like, where did you eat today?
What do you mean? Why are you asking me that? Why does it matter what store and they just go off and you're like, bro, chill.
You're like, I literally just asked you one question.
I feel like that's a huge red flag too.
So those are two, I say, like, they kind of go hand in hand with each other. But the way that they treat you and how they, you know, act when you ask them certain questions, or even if you're having a conversation,
and I feel like
their answers and how they answer you is something to look for. If you guys are somebody who is going through something like this at home, like you're like, oh my God, I think he's cheating or whatever, and this rings a bell, I would say definitely take it for what it is, because if people that don't even know you are talking about these things and things to look out for, and your husband or your boyfriend or somebody you're talking to is doing these things, then leave immediately, especially if you're at the beginning of a relationship. That's also another thing.
That's the easiest time to leave, and trust your gut and just leave. You are gonna save yourself so much heartache, I feel like, because I feel like the longer you're in a relationship, you get more comfortable and it's harder to walk away. So it's like the minute you have a red flag, just leave.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say on this topic. I also think that if a man cheats, he will cheat again. And I am so, like, listen, I'm not saying that I'm a perfect person. You know, that I've never slept around on a boyfriend before, but like texting or like, you know, feeling like you want someone to look at you a certain way because you're not getting it at home. Like, I've been through that, you know what I mean? That's the reason why I was wanting attention from somebody, because I wasn't getting it from the person I was with, which is still not okay. And I realize that now. Obviously, I've grown up, I've matured, I understand it's not right. But if a man sleeps around on his wife or girlfriend to be with you, don't think that you're gonna be the one to change him. Don't think that, oh, you know, he left her for me, sweetie, he will do the same thing to you, huh, Kalua? So that is something I also wanted to mention in this video, because I feel like a lot of people
when you're the other woman and you think, oh, okay, you know, first of all, that situation isn't always the greatest, but isn't always the best. But where you think, okay, I'm gonna get with him, he left her for me because he chose me. Yeah, but then when something new and shiny comes along, he's gonna choose that over you. He's like, I feel like it's not gonna be you are no different.
And it's not even just women, it's not just men, it's literally men and women that do the same thing. But I was gonna say that, like you said, something shiny and brand new comes along, like, you'll always be replaceable to these people, because that's what they're used to doing. You know what I mean? Like, they recycle people. And just protect yourself, protect your heart, keep yourself aware to these things. Don't be oblivious, don't be oblivious to these things that we're talking about. And number one, like, definitely do something about it. If you're not willing to put up with it, then leave or walk away, or talk about the situation, work it out, and make it work.
But I feel like us as women, we choose to be oblivious. I feel like you're
blinded by love. You don't want to believe it's true.
In your gut, you got to follow your gut, because you already know. You just got to trust it.
Exactly. So that is it for today's video. We're always constantly coming up with new ideas. We literally write everything down when we're in the middle of having lunch, dinners, drinks, whatever it is. Like, we always come up with things. So if there's anything that you guys want us to talk about, or maybe some ideas that you guys may have that you want our opinion on, go ahead and let us know down in the comments, and we will look over those and hopefully get some of those filmed. So yeah, that is it for this video.
And let us know if we missed any red flags.
Yes, I'm sure there's probably more.
I'm curious what other red flags there are. I need to write them down.
I know, right? So thank you guys so much for watching this video. As you guys know, this is the Girl Gang, a judgment-free zone where you guys can come, connect, empower other women, talk to other women, give other women advice, tips, tricks, whatever it is. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Until our next video, we will see you guys soon.
Bye.
Say bye, Kalua. Bye.